This is coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 at 6 starts now.
A cloudy Memorial Day weekend is wrapping up as more seasonal temperatures are on the horizon. Good evening, I'm Gabrielle Thomas. Storm Team meteorologist Ryan Argenti is here. Ryan, what is Memorial Day looking like?
Yeah, it is looking a bit mostly cloudy, I'll say, tomorrow. We are also looking at a few more shower chances as we head into the afternoon for Memorial Day, unfortunately. So it's a little bit, some wet conditions to start for Memorial Day. Even you're going to be expecting some isolated showers for this evening. So Storm Team Live Radar Network just seeing some mainly cloudy conditions, overcast conditions, I would say. But you can see as I zoom out, you can see upstream, we're just watching some of these showers that are starting to erupt towards West Virginia, also in the Ohio River Valley. I do expect to see a few isolated showers to make their way through later on this evening. But in terms of rainfall reports over the last 72 hours, look at this, just over 3 inches of rain in Gettysburg over the past few days. Hanover just over 2 inches or almost to that 3-inch mark. Mount Holly Springs about 2.7 inches, 2.4 in New Franklin. Hummelstown right about 1.61 inches. But here's our the next three impacts. Few showers for our Monday for Memorial Day, more seasonable for Tuesday, and then we'll be warmer, reaching potentially the low 80s for Wednesday afternoon. But we're into the 60s right now, upper 50s for Lewistown, and we're 64 in Gettysburg, 61 in the capital, and we have light easterly flow or easterly winds coming in between 5 and 10 miles per hour. So here's our 24-hour forecast. We are going to be expecting some of those showers overnight tonight, heading into the overnight period, but notice as we head into tomorrow, temperatures start to rise into the upper 60s and eventually the lower 70s. Still looking at mostly cloudy conditions, but we'll have more on that full forecast, Gabrielle, coming up here in just a few more minutes.
Ryan, thank you. And as you plan your Memorial Day, you'll want to stay up to date on the forecast. Remember, you can take the Storm Team with you no matter where you go by downloading the WGAL app. In Harrisburg, the Air Dot Show took off today, displaying American aviation military pride for everyone to enjoy during the Memorial Day weekend. News 8 photojournalist Logan Zimmerman takes us there.
So we're here, F-16 member demo team at the Harrisburg Air Show. We're hopefully looking forward to putting on a pretty good show for the people of Harrisburg.
A little bit of slug flight characteristic.
Well, it's always the Blue Angels. They're the Navy's premier flight demonstration team. They travel around the country, and a good opportunity to get people out there to see them and hopefully inspire maybe some potential young naval aviators to pursue it as a career.
Ladies and gentlemen, Flight Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut. And gentlemen, start your engine!
This is a live look at the White House. Yesterday, Secret Service agents shot and killed a suspect who opened fire near the North Lawn. The gunfire could be heard by journalists and their photographers who were told to take cover. The White House and grounds were placed on lockdown for about 45 minutes. The suspect, Nazir Best, was shot by Secret Service agents and later died at the hospital. Officers had encountered Best multiple times near the White House last summer, according to a court affidavit which says he was known to the Secret Service for walking around the White House complex, inquiring how to gain access at various entry points. The president, who was at the White House when the shooting happened, reacted to the incident on X, thanking law enforcement for their action and said the gunman had a violent history. A peace deal may be in the works to end the war in Iran. U.S. and Iranian officials are signaling progress has been made. The White House wants to ensure the Strait of Hormuz will be reopened before any deal is finalized. Jen Sullivan has details on the potential agreement.
The war with Iran could soon come to an end. The U.S. and Iran have announced a framework for a possible peace deal. President Donald Trump posting on Truth Social Sunday, saying in part, both sides must take their time and get it right. There can be no mistakes. Our relationship with Iran is becoming a much more professional and productive one. The Trump administration, meanwhile, continues to insist on certain stipulations that must be met.
They will never possess a nuclear weapon, certainly not as long as Donald Trump is president of the United States.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio discussed the progress while visiting New Delhi, India Sunday. As part of the framework, a source says the White House also wants to see Iran give up its stockpile of highly enriched uranium and reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
If those items are not met, then it looks like the agreement might be off.
Since the war began, maritime traffic through this key waterway has essentially halted. Previously, 20% of the world's oil supply traveled through the Strait of Hormuz. It's caused a massive disruption in the world's oil supply, sending prices soaring.
Prices are going up, interest rates are going up, and we're mired in this conflict with Iran.
As of Sunday, the national average for a gallon of regular gas was $4.52, according to AAA. Prices at the pump have gone up more than 50% since the war began. For WGAL News 8, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Today, the state average for a gallon of regular gas is $4.62. Last year, over Memorial Day weekend, the state average was $3.31. In the Susquehanna Valley, the county with the highest gas prices is Adams County, and the county with the lowest is Mifflin County, though all counties have prices below the state average. Now, if you are traveling to Maryland, New York, New Jersey, or Delaware for the holiday, those state averages are all lower than Pennsylvania.